Hi, I'm Matthew McBride, and welcome to my movie review for Ad Astra, the latest movie directed by James Gray, starring Brad Pitt. The positives of this movie start with Brad Pitt's performance. Brad Pitt gives a very dark and subtle performance in this movie as Roy McBride, a son of an astronaut who disappeared 30 years ago. It's not my favorite Brad Pitt performance. I like a little bit more crazy and wild Brad Pitt, but this is a very dark character which he gets to flex his emotional acting muscles with, and it was a very understated performance, and I think it worked really well in the movie. The cinematography in this movie is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it is in space, and all space movies are usually beautiful, but there was something about this one because it really took place in our solar system. I felt like I was in elementary school learning about our solar system, and it was very cool to see like our planets, the ones we learned about, not made up places like in Star Wars or something like that. And I love me some Star Wars, but it was very nice to be in a familiar spot in space. It really brought out like the sense of wonder of we've never been that far, but maybe we will be someday. It's something that I've always wanted to like dive in deeper into, and this movie actually took a small step towards that. This movie was way more action-packed than I expected. I walked in expecting like a slow burn with maybe some giant realization at the end about some philosophical space idea. But no, this is actually a very fast-paced in some parts movies where they really up action and they put you right into it. Right as the movie starts, you're in an action piece, which I was really not expecting, and I really enjoy. Another great aspect of this movie technically was the sound design, especially during some of the action sequences, because they just capture the feel of space and there's no sound and all that kind of stuff. So it was very exciting to see crazy things happening, but it would be quieter or almost dead silent. It was just very tense and suspenseful, which was really great. One of the things that the director really captured in this movie was how gritty and real the world felt. It really felt like it had been lived in for years. It felt like it could be the human race's future down the road here soon, but it really took it to a spot that I was not expecting. I did not expect to get the level of depth and detail in the world building that I did get in this movie. But there are some negatives in this movie, and one in particular really tanks it for me as someone watching the movie. There is a major reliance on voiceover by Pitt's character in this movie. It is very distracting. It's very mistrusting of the audience. The director or the filmmakers, I don't know who decided that it needed this much explanation to convey simple things like emotions and stuff. Pitt's performance is good enough to sell some of the more dramatic moments in the movie. We don't need to be told how someone feels or how he feels at that moment with this happening to him. We can just tell by facial expression and his great performance alone what feeling the situation is causing him to have at that moment. We don't need to be told. So while Pitt gives a very great, dark, real performance as this troubled astronaut, and the movie is very technically well made, the over-reliance on voiceover really hurt the experience for me and really got old and tiresome hearing everything explained to me down to feelings and emotion. It is just totally unnecessary. So I'm going to have to give Ad Astra 3 out of 5 stars. It is a fun popcorn movie. You can really just stuff your face and watch some space action, which is always a good time. So thank you guys for watching, and while we wait for Joker, we still got 2 weeks for that, sadly. What are you guys going to see this weekend? Are you going to go see Ad Astra, or are you more of a Rambo fan? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.